Morning, everyone. Trying to give everyone a couple minutes to get in here. How's everyone doing this morning? Alright, I'm on blue screen for just one moment to get the chat off the side of the screen, then we'll get going. Alright, so we are still working on trying to beat Doris. I think I can do it now. I think I'm strong enough, and I believe I just refill, just be safe. Alright, so we're gonna work our way over to... We're gonna finish this side mission off. You would think I would know this map pretty well by now, but I still get lost.
Not a good place for a stroll. Sir, step away! Over away with you! We have to stop it! It's a leech! Get it! Shit, that leech is fast!
Now I'll let them handle that, whatever it is. Oh, may I should have just left them alone.
Someone's playing a right string. Now I'm gonna have to find out.
Wet boots keeping things straight, these parts will be running completely amok.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
Excuse me.
is despicable. I have this thirst for blood. This is despicable.
Get them weapons ready! Fast one! I shall fear no evil! Christ, he's dead! Filthy piece of shit!
Okay, what investigation did I just do? That was it. Not gonna lie, I thought it'd be a little more, like, more than just a pocket watch. Alright.
This is no place for you, sir.
Do I gotta go that way? No, I don't. I got a ways to go to get to her.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
Wet boots keeping things straight. These parts will be running completely amok.
Perhaps. We should have listened to what the idiot had to say first.
Get off me.
Don't you know better?
Hey everyone, just coming in. Welcome to Wolfpool Gaming. I'm currently working my way back over to this theater to attempt to beat Doris.
Die, vermin!
sure everything's full.
Best run along home, sir.
Die, vermin!
It's a killer!
Mine! I'll take
Roll back to the...
Oh, that's right, I don't have to break in anymore. I can just go through the front door. I don't even have to fight them, because she's just going to call them to help her as soon as I do. I can't go through that door. Oh, shoot. Damn it. Alright, let me take one last quick small break to get a drink. Vape a couple times.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
Because today it's Doris or bust. I avoided her all day yesterday, so.
My blade shall pierce your villainous heart, dark prince. Ha!
Damn.
I smell your fear. Behold, Kinslayer, the disgrace of Shield's beauty was once renowned. Will she be the queen again once they all share her fate?
Oh god. God.
Woe unto thee, son of Babylon!
Ah. What the?
My children, my beloved, die for the love of me. Your blood will
Oh, don't
be
walk onto it.
mine. Arise and save your queen, my slaves.
Looks like it might rain today.
This is despicable. I have this thirst for blood.
Alright.
My blade shall pierce your villainous heart. Your hand is shaking. Behold, Kinslayer, the disgrace of she whose beauty was once renowned.
What the hell?
Will she be the queen again once they all share her fate? Woe unto thee, son of Babylon!
Jesus Christ.
Arise and save your queen, my slave. Your blood will be mine. Attack!
Oh, what? There's 4 of them?
You killed my father, but I smell your fear. Come to me, my servants. Your hand is shaking. Wait. I beg you, wait.
What?
I don't want to die.
And I did not come to kill you, Miss Fletcher.
Will you spare me then? Save this cadaverous carcass of mine. Does your heart beat a little faster now? You fancy me then, Doctor?
No, Miss Fletcher. My dead heart will beat for only one.
Ah! Is she pretty? Is she sweet and tender?
To me, yes.
Ah! I hate her already.
I know. And this is partly why you must be destroyed.
But you just said...
That I did not come here to kill you, yes. But I realize now the threat you embody must be stopped.
Will I be remembered? Will you?
You were Doris Fletcher. The greatest actress of her generation. No one can take that from you.
Thank you. And farewell. Ah! Ah! Ah!
Farewell, Doris.
Bravo! So dramatic. I love it.
McCullum!
How strange I seem to find you whenever I'm inquiring about that Skal infestation.
I mean you no harm.
I'm not here for you. But once I put all the pieces of the puzzle together, I'm sure we'll have a little chat, you and me.
Stay away from me, McCullum. You and all your war dogs.
That I can't guarantee, Dr. Reed. But I'll let you go. For now.
I should probably leave the theater right now.
You think?
The West End should be safe now. But London is not. It would be wise to benefit from the Ascalon's protection while I continue my research during the Great Hunt.
Having the upgraded shotgun was a big help. And locking onto her all the time to make sure I hit her.
These people want me dead. I need to leave now.
Since I used all my ammo, I might as well switch back to a different weapon.
So Doris just needed to be close to her audience to infect them. Contagion through skin. Very disturbing. Good evening, Miss Ashbury.
And good evening to you, Dr. Reed.
Goodbye, Charlotte. Give my best regards to your mother when you see her.
She's been quite...
Elizabeth, what are you doing here?
I've been formally asked to witness your triumph, my dear. After all, isn't it the natural role of a woman to support her man in victory?
But it's you who insisted I join the Ascalon.
Please forgive my giddiness. I'm just overcome by the thrill of finally being allowed within these hallowed halls.
You certainly have an inquisitive mind. It's quite something. Elizabeth Ashbury, only you can make me smile in these difficult times.
And the same to you, Jonathan Reed. Now go have your little chat with the chairman. I can see he's practically bursting to hear your report.
Welcome back to the Ascalon Club, Lance-Bearer. Please tell us the good news. Have you put an end to the epidemic?
My hypothesis was correct. Doris Fletcher was the source of the contagion in this part of town. She was probably the first to be infected.
And you cleansed her before the hunters, I've been told. Well done, Dr. Reed. You thrust your lance and pierced the very heart of the corruption.
But some questions remain.
The important thing is, we won a major battle for the survival of London. For that, we salute you.
Thank you, my lord.
Now, I have another task for you. One of the utmost importance. Perhaps even more so than the previous.
I'm listening.
It's time for you to perform a most sacred duty for the club. I want you to recruit a new vampire.
Recruit a new vampire? Are you sending me on some sort of diplomatic mission?
Not exactly. I want you to make Aloysius Dawson the Ekon he deserves to be.
As you wish, my lord.
Good. Now go.
How would you like me to proceed?
Aloysius is waiting for you at the Dawson estate. Once the deed is done, I'll join you there to celebrate this momentous occasion.
Before I go, I have a few questions.
All right, I'm listening.
You invited Lady Ashbury. Wouldn't that be breaking one of your cardinal rules? No women allowed.
Not allowed as members, no. But considering the circumstances, I thought you'd like to have her here to witness your triumph.
So it's a temporary admittance, then?
Something of a bargain, considering the crisis we're currently facing.
How would you like me to proceed?
Don't worry. Aloysius has had many years to prepare himself. He has studied our kind for decades.
Is there any danger?
Our blood alters a mortal body so deeply that some don't survive the metamorphosis. They die for good. But Mr. Dawson has been preparing himself for a long time.
So shall I just let him drink my blood?
Yes. Aloysius will gratefully sup on your blood. His heart will slow, then stop. But he will rise again as one of us, an immortal.
Why Aloysius Dawson?
Because he is about to die. And he just may be the most influential man in England. After me, of course.
Did he choose me?
No, I did. My decision is very recent, to say the least, but it is entirely mine.
Does he know I'm coming?
He can't wait to become your progeny, Dr. Reed. Especially now that you have shown how strong your lineage is through your sister.
Goodbye, Lord Redgrave.
Are you all right, Jonathan?
Lord Redgrave has just ordered me to turn Aloysius Dawson. To make him my progeny.
I see. And how do you feel about this?
I'd like your advice on the matter.
The real question here is, why has his lordship given you this task?
Do you think it's some sort of trap?
Do you really want to know what I think about this?
I do, yes.
To make an immortal of a soulless blackguard like Aloysius Dawson will only lead to a disaster for London. The man is already dead inside.
Should I refuse? Perhaps politely suggest that Lord Redgrave turn the man into a vampire himself.
Don't you dare, my dear. According to what I've recently discovered, his lordship could kill you for even broaching the subject.
Really? Why?
I've recently found proof that the Earl of Bristol is of lesser lineage, and only capable of creating skulls.
Please tell me more about your recent investigation.
As long as you lower your voice.
What would happen if I made Dawson an Ekon like myself?
You would add a powerful immortal into a suffering world. An immortal who already craves authority.
Maybe I could teach him control, like you taught me. Lead him down the right path.
Mr. Dawson spent his life searching for a way to cheat death. I'm sure he has spent decades dreaming of how he'd spend eternity as a tyrant.
What would you have me do about Dawson?
The man is dangerous. Did you know he plans to build a wall to separate the healthy rich from the sickly poor? Do not make him your progeny.
What would you do?
The man's dying already. Let the Reaper harvest the rotten fruit that is his soul.
Are you sure your information about Redgrave is correct? He says he's the progeny of the great knight William Marshall, who lived some 9 centuries ago.
That's a lie. Lord Redgrave is unable to create anything but skulls, if the poor souls survive at all.
How can you be sure the information was correct?
I made the acquaintance of a most interesting informer while investigating your maker, from whom I learned the truth about Lord Redgrave.
Why so vindictive? You suddenly sound like you're angry.
Forgive me, Jonathan. I hate myself for it, but I feel such pride in my discovery. I'm afraid I just can't help it.
Which is?
He did serve William Marshall. And yes, the blood he covets as a token does truly belong to that legendary knight. But he was never his progeny. His lineage is not so noble.
Goodbye for now, Elizabeth.
Goodbye, my dear. Please, be careful.
Please tell me more about your recent investigation.
As long as you lower your voice.
Goodbye for now, Elizabeth.
Goodbye, my dear. Please, be careful.
It looks like vampires have to obey Mendel's laws when producing progeny. Powers pass from one generation to another. That's why Dawson wants me to sire him. Good evening, Miss Ashbury.
And good evening to you, Dr. Reed.
What do you know about Aloysius Dawson?
That man is a tyrant. The embodiment of greed and selfishness. All I despise about this country.
Goodbye, Charlotte. Give my best regards to...
She's been quite...
Don't let any strangers come into your house.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
Do you know anything about a man called Aloysius Dawson?
He used to be a big spender. One day, he sent 3 houseboys to buy all the beluga in my shop. For his brother's birthday, if I remember correctly.
I see. Anything else? Less gastronomic, perhaps?
I really can't say. The man is filthy rich. But you know that, of course.
Goodbye, Mr. Russell.
Women die too in this war.
Have you noticed anything suspicious recently?
Women's right to vote is only the first step.
Good evening, old chap. Are you all right?
I won't lie to you, Johnny. I'm not a well man.
What can you tell me about Aloysius Dawson?
Well, I've discovered he's quite versed in occult knowledge. So I wrote him a letter asking him to finance my research about vampires. He never responded.
You need some rest, Clarence. You should...
Women of all countries unite. Support the equality between men and women. Equality between men and women.
That's gonna hurt! Over there! One of them vermin! It's one of them! Shit, that leech is... Die, vermin!
Everyone just coming in, welcome to Wolfpool Gaming. So we did finally beat Doris at the very beginning of the video. Well, towards the beginning of it. course the door's locked. Oh, you've got to be kidding me.
This is despicable. I can't believe I'm doing this. I have this thirst for blood.
Louise, I'm sorry for what happened. Please come back to the city. It's too dangerous for you to be outside at night. It won't happen again, I swear. If you don't speak to me anymore, at least let me know you're fine, Dad.
have this thirst for blood.
Trying to find a way to break into that house.
This is despicable.
Where to go? Don't know.
There has been a fight here. I can see a blood trail. Left by one of the antagonists, perhaps?
fight that thing again.
Your prey is mine now!
I think this passage could lead me close to Aloysius Dawson's mansion.
Can I make... Oh, now I can use my...
This is my territory!
Try to get those scowls to fight that.
Stupid you! Gotcha!
I can't believe I'm doing this. I have this thirst for blood. I cannot enter.
down!
Oh god damn it. I hate the sewers. Soiled letter. My name is Robert Tisdale. To whoever may find this message, please try to help me. My daughter Louise disappeared a few weeks ago. She was seen for the last time in a bar in the neighborhood. Not the one where she works as a waitress, but another one. The Dancing Trout. 2 waitresses saw her leave the place with an elegant and unknown man, maybe a foreigner, and there are many rumors of men and women vanishing in the area. I am convinced my Louise has been abducted and is kept somewhere nearby. I know police will not help, for they already have more important things to do, so I've decided to look for my Louise by myself. If you find this letter, it means I failed saving her. My Louise is a good girl who does not deserve to die like this. She is of medium size, with dark hair and a scar on her right cheek. Please search for her and finish this work for me. God bless you.
Louise's father was determined to find and save her. It's locked.
Yeah, of course it is. Hey, wait a minute. Oh. Oh, come on. Really?
I can't believe I'm doing this.
Stupid newborn!
Never be your wife! How long are you gonna
Miss Teasdale, are you all right?
How do you know my name? Who are you?
My name is Dr. Reed. I managed to track you down thanks to your father.
So my father really was looking after me. This man, this vampire told me my father was dead. Is it true?
I'm afraid so, miss. I'm so sorry for your loss. But you are free to go, as your abductor is no more.
I suppose my jailer also killed my father, didn't he?
Thankfully, he did not search your father's corpse, where I found his notes describing where he might find you. You should read them.
I must find my father's body. He deserves a proper burial.
Goodbye, Miss Teasdale, and be careful. Until we meet again.
Yay!
I have this thirst for blood. Good evening, Miss Price. I'm Dr. Reed. Do you remember me?
Dr. Reed? Yes, of course. You are the doctor who healed me and my mum. Good evening, Dr. Reed.
Good to see you too, Carol. Are you all right?
Oh, yes. I did not hurt myself recently. I know how to take care of myself now. I'm almost a grown-up.
What can you tell me of the people living nearby?
I don't speak to many people, except our customers. It's not easy to make friends. And with the epidemic, it's even more difficult.
Have you no friends at all?
No. Mr. Nithercote used to pass by and was always nice to me.
Does he not come by anymore?
No. Mum said he was weird. Always reciting poetry about a girl he'd met in Whitechapel. I wonder who this Camellia may be.
What can you tell me about the epidemic?
Some of our regular customers have left London. Some others only send their housemaids now. Everybody fears the contagion. I've even seen men with weapons.
Why are you awake at night, Carol?
I am helping my mother in her shop. It's not easy, but I'm a grown-up now.
I'm sure your mother is grateful for your help.
I do the best I can. But I'm so clumsy sometimes. I drop things. I injure myself. It's a good thing my mother has the patience of an angel.
Why is work not easy? Is something or someone bothering you?
Oh no, most people are gentle with me. But I'm so nervous sometimes. I pay no attention and hurt myself. Good thing my mum learned first aid.
Do you enjoy working with your mother?
Oh yes, Doctor. My mother raised me alone after my father died. We've always lived together, and she has always watched over me.
Do you remember your father?
No, I was just a baby then. My mother always told me how strong and good he was.
Do you ever think about getting married, now you're a woman?
Oh no, Dr. Reed. Mum always says I'm still a child who has no idea how tough life can be. No husband would like a clumsy girl like me.
Have you ever met the famous Aloysius Dawson?
Yes, a very strange man. Not very nice.
What do you mean?
He said he was ready to pay good money for rare books, and then laughed at what we showed him.
Goodbye, Carol.
Be careful, Carol. You're wasting good food here.
Yes, Mother.
I said be careful, child. I'm sorry, sweetheart. Mummy has been so clumsy again.
No, that's okay. It won't bleed for long.
You're so pale. Are you feeling sick? Do you need to see a doctor?
No, I'm fine. I already saw the doctor last week.
Don't be silly. You must see a doctor. Just don't tell him how clumsy your mummy is, all right? I love you so much, my baby.
I love you too, Mother.
little longer this time.
Good evening, Miss Price. How are you tonight?
Dr. Reed, I didn't know you had returned from the war. I had a new doctor when you left, but he's not as kind as you.
Always glad to see a former patient in good condition. It's been a long time.
Too long indeed. And as a token of my appreciation, I'll grant you the best price if you fancy buying anything from my humble shop.
Do you know Aloysius Dawson?
Everybody knows him. He's only been to my shop once, though, looking for rare books and other intriguing antiques.
Did he buy something from you?
No, he left quickly. He almost laughed at my goods. Mr. Dawson may be a rich man, but you can't buy good manners.
But isn't Aloysius Dawson known for his philanthropy?
That was before his brother Robert died in an aeroplane crash. Since then, the remaining twin has turned into a heartless tycoon.
What can you tell me about yourself, Miss Price?
I'm still managing my shop. The only difference is, since the quarantine, we're open at night. You, on the contrary, seem to have changed a lot.
Really? Have I changed that much? It must have been the war, and the night shifts since my return.
Don't get me wrong, Dr. Reed, you're still handsome. Just maybe a little bit wiser, more serious. It suits you well.
Tell me more about yourself. No new fiancé? I remember you were hoping to get remarried. I'm sure you must have a few suitors.
Who would marry an old bat like myself with a grown daughter and a little business? As you know, I only fancy handsome men like yourself.
Have you noticed anything in particular in this part of town recently?
Other than you coming back to cheer me up? Nothing at all, Dr. Reed.
Carol's gratitude is exemplary. She seems determined never to leave you.
I'm taking care of my daughter as well as I can. It's not always easy, but she's the best gift life gave me.
But she'll probably leave you someday to live her own life. Will that be difficult for you?
Why would she leave? Children sometimes stay with their parents until the end, for they know no one else will love them as much.
Does your daughter still worry you, Miss Price? I remember you were often concerned about her health when she was younger.
Have you not seen Carol since you returned? She's almost a young woman now, but she'll always remain my sweet little baby.
So you're less afraid?
Some things never change. Carol is still too clumsy for her own good. Sometimes her innocence puts her in real danger.
Why would her innocence put her in danger?
She does not realize how cruel life can be. Maybe I was a bad mother to protect her too much. My poor dear Carol.
You have every reason to be cautious, Miss Price. Especially in these difficult times.
Maybe you could talk with her, Dr. Reed. It would be nice to have a man here more often. We would both feel safer.
May I look at your goods, Miss Price?
It's always a pleasure to have you here, Dr. Reed. Take all the time you need.
Dr. Reed, I am glad.
Yeah, wait till Carol comes back upstairs.
evening, sir. May I ask you what you're doing here at this late hour?
I'm conducting an investigation about the epidemic in this part of town.
And who are you, sir?
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed from the Pembroke Hospital. May I ask who you are, and why all the questions?
I'm Detective Inspector Charles Albright from Scotland Yard. And I don't find your answers convincing. What is a Pembroke doctor doing in the West End at this time of night?
I work for the Ascalon Club. Here is my permit to go freely about the city.
The Ascalon Club? You should have said so, sir. I must warn you, these streets are dangerous, and you'd better be careful.
Why are you investigating at night?
Criminals rarely act in daylight, you know. But since you are also a night worker, have you noticed anything strange which requires police attention?
I'd like to report a name, Inspector. Jeffrey McCullum. I'm afraid he's some sort of vigilante, trying to recruit an army of angry citizens.
Then I'll write the name down and transmit this intelligence to the appropriate office. Thank you, sir.
Why are you investigating?
Criminals...
I'd like to report...
Then I'll write the...
What are you really doing here?
I told you. I'm a detective inspector from Scotland Yard, investigating suspicious cases in the area.
Do you work alone?
Yes. The situation is difficult for the police. Many of us are sick, and since the summer strike, most men apply a work to rule on their patrols.
What about the situation in the East End? Why are there no police there to protect the civilians?
I know, it's a shame, but we just don't have enough men to cover the entire city.
What can you tell me about this district?
I'm the one asking questions, especially when there's a killer on the loose.
What killer?
I'm not going to discuss that with the civilians, sir.
Haven't I told you about the investigation I'm conducting? Perhaps I could help you.
All right, without giving you too much information, I'll tell you this. I'm convinced there is a homicidal maniac on the loose, using the epidemic to disguise his kills.
And what about the epidemic?
We both know the situation is critical, don't we, Doctor? Colleagues of mine die almost every day.
Tell me all you know about that homicidal maniac you're looking for.
I'm not even sure there is only one. The wounds are always the same, but the modus operandi varies. Sometimes violent and brutal, sometimes precise and swift.
How could different killers inflict the same wounds?
That's my main problem. If my theory is correct, maybe we're facing a group of individuals sharing the same violent tendencies. Perhaps a sadist cult.
What are you investigating, exactly?
Mr. Kimura has been murdered. Always the same injuries. Wounds to the neck and massive blood loss. I'll stick to my homicidal maniac theory.
Do you know anything in particular about a man called Aloysius Dawson?
Who doesn't know the man? I think he intervened personally to put an end to the police strike of last August.
What else can you tell me about him?
Aloysius Dawson is exactly the kind of powerful and influential man who could commit murder and get away with it, with just one phone call.
What are you investigating?
Mr. Kimura...
Do you need medical attention, Inspector?
I'm afraid I may have caught something. I don't feel too well.
You'll quickly feel better after taking this.
Thank you, Dr. Reed. I really appreciate it.
What are you investigating?
Mr.
Goodbye, Detective Inspector Albright.
Goodbye, Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'm sure we'll talk again soon.
Okay, so I'm missing 2 people still. Or 3 people. I can count.
Better go home, sir.
I wonder how mad McCollum's gonna be. My guess is he probably won't be too happy that I sent an inspector after him, but...
The Empress. Again. What are the cards? Jonathan Reed. At last we meet. The cards warned me you would visit tonight.
I beg your pardon, sir. Do I know you?
Of course you do. Our mutual friend, Dr. Swansea, can't speak highly enough of you. My name is Usher. Usher Talltree.
You are the leader of the Brotherhood, are you not?
Primate of the Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stole, to be precise. I'm really glad we met tonight. I love it when the cards tell me a truth.
The cards told you to expect me.
Yes, they tell me everything. They told me that you struggle hard not to take too many lives.
May I ask you about the Brotherhood?
Of course. But I must warn you that there are some subjects we consider taboo, in spite of our fondness and acceptance of your kind.
Who founded the Brotherhood?
That's precisely the kind of question I cannot answer. It is delicate, and may reveal some of our secret traditions.
So you're not just a club of academics and scholars?
Once upon a time, very long ago, the Brotherhood did more than simply study the vampires. They took actions to eliminate the more ferocious and corrupted.
I know there is no love lost between the Guard of Priwen and the Brotherhood. What caused this rift?
It was 1801. The Brotherhood was stronger then, a strength that made them hungry for ever greater power. An argument divided them, and the wound never healed.
What was the nature of the disagreement?
The problem was that both sides considered themselves the legitimate heirs of the original Brotherhood. We divide up the books, the relics, not always fairly or with consideration.
How do you measure the amount of blood on my hands?
I told you. The cards always tell the truth. Well, most of the time.
Is it possible to tell me my future?
A vampire's fate is much more delicate to read, Doctor. But I can try.
All right. Let me hear it.
The walls of your prison have already been raised, Jonathan. But you will freely accept to be locked inside, full of hope for a better day.
I would rather not know. Tell me about yourself. What do you do here, besides turning cards in the middle of the night?
I'm for most a charlatan. For a few, I'm a vampire. And for you, I'm the Primate of St. Paul's Stole.
For how long have you been a primate?
It was 15 years last year.
What do you make of Dr. Swansea?
Edgar is a brilliant and dedicated man. A man of
Why
his
can't you
time.
just say 16
Sometimes
years?
a little muddled, but always looking for new paths and new concepts.
Hey Diaz, what's going on? Oh, not much. We finally beat Doris. Now I'm just trying to get into this old guy's house. Diaz, thank you for that host.
Some believe you to be a vampire. Who?
The Guard of Priwen, who else? For a time they sent spies to observe my activities, and they even broke into my home to gather proof.
Did they steal anything from you?
A personal notebook they quickly took to their headquarters. All they had to do is to look at me. I'm aging. What better and definite proof that I'm not an immortal?
Do you want your notebook back?
If you ever find it, I'd be glad to have it back, of course. I do ask one thing, though.
Don't read it.
Do not read it, Jonathan. Some secrets are not meant to be revealed, even to immortals.
Just here watching you. I got my schedule, and honestly, I was exaggerating. As usual, it's going to be a great school year. Yeah, you'll be fine, man.
What can you tell me about the neighborhood?
I really don't know. I don't often go outside. And when I do, it's usually to quite distant destinations.
So you see nothing in the stars for me? You're a poor fortune teller, then?
Oh, I can tell you many things, but they will only concern you, not the city. For example, I know that you offered your sister the final rest she asked for.
Yeah, I found a fortune teller. Yeah, I always liked math, and that's good that you have a teacher who makes it enjoyable.
Do the cards speak of my Mary?
No. It's the burning aura of guilt that precedes you everywhere you go.
Read my fortune.
You have been chosen, Jonathan. I see on you the mark of a strong being, so powerful it needn't even reveal its strength.
And a teacher I had in middle school works in this school now. She was my... is that English as a second language? Is that what that stands for?
Can you read the cards for me?
Are you sure you want to know what they will reveal?
Yes, I am.
It will cost you 150 shillings.
What?
Perhaps later. How did you learn about Mary? And spare me the hocus-pocus parlor tricks. The truth, now!
Swansea told me. Don't look at me like that. His task is to observe and gather information about vampires. He had to tell me about Mary.
I already knew it cost 150 shillings, but still.
Mary did not deserve her fate. She had already suffered enough during her life. And yet the pain and the suffering went on after her death.
Suffering is part of the immortal condition. Some prefer to lose their minds rather than face the simple truth. Pain will never stop.
How do you measure the amount of blood?
I told you.
Is it possible to
Vampire's fate.
I'm doing good, Diaz. It took me 2 tries to beat Doris. The second time was pretty easy. I just locked onto her and kept blasting her with my shotgun and then run away. Okay, let's see what he knows about this old man.
About Aloysius Dawson?
Aloysius Dawson. Yes, of course. We met on several occasions. With time, he got deeper and deeper into the occult.
He's not the only one. It's been quite the fashion for several decades. The Golden Dawn, for instance, is just one example.
True. Aloysius was a member of the Golden Dawn until 1900. Then his thirst for dark knowledge grew. I'm talking forbidden texts, readings which blackened his heart.
Oh yeah? $2,000 XP. That's it. I can't mesmerize him anyway.
Goodbye, sir. Until we meet again.
I rarely wander, yet it amuses me to converse with your kind. A red river, a song in the dark, the whispers.
Yeah, I know
of
what's in that
sound.
box.
So many signs to interpret.
But it's kind of hard to get. You have to find all 30 collectibles first, and then you can try to get it. Oh, I need to get back to my little hideout area, because I wanted to... But you're not looking for a relationship this year? You don't focus on your schoolwork? Yeah, see, there's the saber I got for beating that one woman. You will have a relationship with your homework. Oh, it's a two-handed weapon. I did find out that most of these weapons you can only get through killing the citizens. So once I finish this chapter, I'm gonna have to do a hard save. I have it saved on my phone on how to do it. That way I can just go through and do the hard, like, kill everybody. and then go back and do the good ending. So I'll be doing 2 different endings. Oh yeah, yesterday was fun. We didn't do much. We just hung out for a little bit and then had a late dinner and then I just came home. I'm gonna try to play some GTA tonight if you're interested, depending on what everyone else is doing. Alright, time to enter his mansion.
This is no place for a gentleman.
Oh, I came out the wrong
Come any
door.
closer.
Okay, I'm leaving.
It's one of them.
God.
Stop!
Yeah, I don't take orders very well. Oh, it's just the other entrance. Okay. Hey Jim Bob, what's going on? Yeah, we finally beat Dolores, and I got her saber. I'll probably never use it, but I'm supposed to turn this guy, but I don't think I'm going to.
Dawson's mansion. Here I am at last. But the question remains, am I ready to make a dying man my progeny?
I already have a progeny, though. I turned Sean. The only reason he wants to be your progeny is because you're super strong, who your lineage is. Plus, Lord Redgrave can't do it because you find out the only thing he can make is skulls, so... For a guy who has a lot of money, I'm not finding much. Oh, you're fine, Diaz. Where, what am I doing? Oh, I didn't want to talk to him yet. I want to loot the rest of his house. Oh, you serious? Execution of John Prentice Sparrow. John Prentice Sparrow, 21, has been hung this morning in the prison of Pentonville. Mr. Sparrow was sentenced to death after being found guilty of the murder of his sister Alexandria Sparrow. Until the end, the man claimed he was innocent. No formal proof of his presence at the crime scene was ever brought to the court, but he has been sentenced to death and executed anyway. Scotland Yard refused to reopen the case, despite the many holes in the chains of events, which ended with the death of Mrs. Sparrow. Charles Albright, who conducted the inquiry for Scotland Yard, refused to answer any of our questions, but 3 weeks ago he was demoted without any official explanation. What a strange way to be rewarded for efficient inquiry.
Reduced in rank for falsely accusing a man of murder. I wonder what Inspector Albright thinks about his punishment.
Finally, you're here, Dr. Reed. What took you so long?
I had to pass several of your barricades and outposts to access your mansion, sir.
Death, pestilence surround us, and time is against me.
I see you've gathered some of the most expensive, albeit experimental, blood transfusion equipment available. All this could be so useful in a hospital.
Yes, yes. Since Lord Redgrave sent me a doctor to perform my conversion, I thought you might find some of these devices useful.
Most thoughtful. But tonight I'm not here as a physician.
But I feel reassured that a specialist such as yourself would help me to escape the Reaper.
Very well. But before I proceed, I have a few questions for you.
If you must, but be quick, for I don't have much time left in this life.
First of all, I need to be sure that you know exactly what is going to happen to you, sir.
I can assure you I'm as informed as any man can be. I have planned for this moment, Dr. Reed. Planned very carefully.
Alright. I'm going to pause it for just a few moments. I do need to use the restroom, but I will be back shortly. And then we will figure out what we're going to do to this man. Feel free to chat amongst yourselves in the chat, and I will be back in just a moment. Alright, I'm back.
So I'm going to end your life. Do you not wish to discuss the procedure for even a minute?
I don't have a minute to indulge in idle chatter. I can't feel my legs. And the cold. So cold.
What do you know about the Guard of Priwen?
What I do know is that I'll crush anyone or anything that would dare to oppose me.
You'll need to feed on warm blood. Blood from mortals. How do you feel about that?
I'm rich, Dr. Reed, and powerful. I'm sure I'll be able to acquire all the blood I need without ever having to sully my own hands.
I will become your maker. Do you understand what that means?
Well, I certainly won't consider you my liege, or some such drivel. You can be assured of that.
Let's move on, then.
Please, I'm cold and tired. I feel my life waning with every moment.
But first, before you embrace immortality, what would you do with such a gift?
That's a rather impertinent question, Dr. Reed. And I will do as I please.
Answer me all the same. What will your first action be as an immortal?
To save London. I will finance the most efficient quarantine ever seen. I will build a wall that will separate the sick boroughs from the healthy ones.
Quarantine is not a bad idea, medically speaking. But I'm convinced this epidemic will not be contained by mere walls.
As long as the right people are on the right side of the wall, that's all that matters.
What if a new outbreak happens inside your walls? You'll have created a giant trap.
That won't happen. As long as we dispose of anyone that is contaminated as soon as they are spotted.
But you can't guarantee infection will not spread. Just one contagious carrier would be enough to create an apocalypse.
The apocalypse is already knocking at the gate. We must be strong now.
You really plan to build a quarantine wall across London?
Yes, it will be tall and strong, separating the wheat from the chaff.
Let me guess. You mean to isolate the rich from the poor?
This is a desperate measure for desperate times. England must prevail, Doctor, no matter the cost.
By doing so, you will also create two separate prisons.
Come, sir. An eminent doctor like yourself knows that such radical measures have proved efficient in the past.
Who gave you the right to decide the fate of thousands of people?
My money. My money and my pending immortality gives me the needed authority, Doctor. I'm a businessman. I'm used to tough decisions.
Yeah, you're not gonna... yeah, I already made my... I was contemplating it before. Now, I'm fully decided you're not becoming a vampire. I'll either let you die or I'll kill you myself. I'll let you die, I don't get the XP. If I kill you myself, I get the XP, and I think I get the key to your chest. I've only killed one person directly, so I don't know if I'm strong enough to embrace him, though.
I've heard enough. It's time to proceed.
At last. All right, do what you have to do. If it hurts, so be it. I've been preparing such a long time for this.
I don't think I can embrace him. Last time I charmed someone, it didn't turn out too well. Diaz. I don't even know if I have 2000 XP. Charm or embrace?
You don't deserve immortality, Mr. Dawson.
What? What are you prattling on about?
I don't believe I've ever met a man so bereft of empathy. You, sir, are despicable.
No! Wait! You can't! I made a deal with Lord Redgrave. I'll finance whatever he wants. Please, just ask him.
Sleep now. Rest now. Forever.
I would have lived forever. Who are you to decide my fate? Who gave you the authority?
First key. Second key. Third key. Yeah, his appearance is changing. Yeah, it was worth it. Yeah, I don't want to talk to him yet. Alright, there was the first chest. Oh, that was the third one. Hey, Mike, what's going on? Oh, I'm on chapter 5 now. There's 7 chapters. So, someone told me, do you know how cool your mom is? And I thought, she said, do you know how queer your mom is? Okay, so I need to find the other 2 chests before I talk to him. I should have just embraced him. Oh, not embraced, but charmed him. But then I don't get the XP, and he was a very rotten individual, so I'll take the XP. Oh yeah? Alright, where's the other 2 chests? I have the keys for them, so... Hey, what's going on, big dog? 500 shillings. Alright, that was the first key. You missed it, big dog. I just killed somebody else. And my guy's his appearance is changing a little bit. You can see some, well, maybe if I'm in the dark, it'd be a little easier to see. See those red veins on his face now? They weren't there before. Big dog, thank you for that bit. Okay, so I'm guessing the 3rd chest is downstairs. I do know I'm not talking to Redgrave until I find it. And I know I found 3 of them. Is it down here? Well, that's awesome, Mikey. There it is. Maybe I should have just charmed him and let him die, and then I probably would have got the keys regardless, but... He's such a douchebag, I wasn't gonna let that happen.
Is it done, Dr. Reed? Is Aloysius Dawson reborn as expected?
Alas, Aloysius Dawson was not brought back to life after his death. The man is gone.
What? What happened?
He didn't survive the procedure. He was too weak.
This is unacceptable, nevertheless. You were given the simplest task.
Well, get rid of me then.
From now on, you're an outcast. Banished. You are forbidden to ever appear in front of us again. Ascalon will smite you on sight, and your heart will be thrown to the rats.
I'll leave you then. Have fun with your puppets and shadow plays, Lord Redgrave.
Yes, go, traitor, and take that awful creature, that counterfeit of a woman I saw waiting for you, and be gone!
Talk of old Bridget. I want to break into my wrestling promo voice and tell you I'm gonna destroy Naldo, but I can't even talk bad about him in a promo. He's my buddy.
Step away, traitor. Return to your dubious friends and your decrepit hospital.
Oh,
Do
I wanna
not dare
kill
show
you.
yourself again, you or that monstrosity you bring to my door.
I have a feeling no matter what I did, charm or turning him, I wasn't gonna turn him. Is charm or kill. Now I gotta go find old Bridget. Oh, she's sitting right outside. That's easy.
We meet again at the strangest of times, young Ekon. So do you serve the Earl of Bristol now?
Old Bridget. What are you doing here?
Your friend, the wise Ekon. She sent me to warn you.
How did you meet Lady Ashbury?
She came to us in the sewers in search of answers. Just as you did.
What kind of answers did you give her?
I knew nothing of your maker, but we talked. We talked a lot. Her words and ideas are captivating. It is no surprise that you like her. I like her too.
Lady Ashbury in the sewers? Now that's a sight I wish I'd seen.
She said she was your friend, and that she sought the identity of your maker. So I answered her questions.
Did anyone see you? It's a long way from the dock sewers, and hunters are patrolling the streets here.
Who said I took the streets? How do you think I survived for centuries in this city without ever being seen? I know all her secrets.
Lady Ashbury? You know her? Tell me what's going on.
The lady approached me but a few nights ago, wanting to meet the sewer skulls. Once she questioned Harriet Jones. She agreed to help us.
Harriet Jones is still with you then? How is she doing?
Harriet remains angry, but is recovering slowly. Her mind is twisted, but at least her body is healing.
Tell me what is going on.
The lady asked us to keep an eye on your mortal doctor friend while you were away. We spotted the hunters. They were discussing plans to attack tonight.
Wait, slow down. I need to ask you something.
I'm listening, but I do not have time to waste, so be quick.
How did Elizabeth find you?
She presented herself humbly at our gate, and asked if we knew of any ancestral vampires hiding in London. She asked about Ascalon. She asked about many things.
What do you think of her?
Her soul is good, yet tainted with a deep sadness and the scars of ancient wounds. Time does that to us immortals, for we have so much to dwell upon.
Why did she come to you?
I am old Bridget, the buried memory of the city. She sought the silent truths, truths I have kept hidden for so long.
Where is Lady Ashbury right now?
She said she will go home. She needed to speak with some old friends first, though. Do not worry, young Ekon. She is no fool, and just as strong as you.
Why do I feel like Lord Redgrave was particularly irritated to see you? Far more so than the average Skull, if I may say.
Because I used to know him quite well. And he is afraid I may remember who he really is.
You're Elizabeth's informant. You're the one who told her about Lord Redgrave's lies regarding his lineage.
Yes, but my words were not meant to hurt or threaten. I simply told the story of the Sewer Skulls, and of so many other forgotten children.
No time to lose, then. I must go there right away.
I shall return to my den. Have you a message for the lady? Should I see her before you?
Yes. Tell her I love her.
Is this still unknown to her? Go now and take care, young Ekon, for the flames are rising.
I was going to be a smart ass and be like, but Big Dog, he's already in Puerto Rico. There's still people here I have not met. Oh, I know. Oh, what the hell? I'm dead. Okay, I need to find the fastest way back to... Sounds like a cowboy. Oh, it's your mom's birthday? Well, tell her Whoopole says happy birthday, even though she probably doesn't even know who that is. Wait a minute, I just went back the way I came. What am I doing?
Maybe it's time to see if this Christina is still working nearby.
When science fails you, this elixir will give you faith again.
Alright, Diaz, that's fine.
As long as you have the money.
Who distribute flowers at this hour of night?
Cheap price, good quality. Come on, take a look. Don't be afraid.
You look so pale, my lord. Would you like me to revive you?
You Londoners are no match for me. Watch yourselves.
Oh, I took a wrong turn. Get off of me.
What is this truck? Are the vampire hunters here already?
Right.
The flower's dying. It needs water. Those bastards. What have they done to Edgar? McCullum and his thugs are taking the credit for Edgar's abduction. They really mean business.
Ultraviolet curtains and orichalcum powder. Dr. Swansea's always been a resourceful bastard. I bet he never told you he had this installed in case of a vampire attack. Says a lot about how much he trusts you.
What have you done with Edgar?
Don't worry. We don't kill humans. Even if your friend is deserving of a little punishment for one.
What are you talking about?
We know everything. Swansea and you created this bloody epidemic. You aim to unleash another disaster, just like William Marshall did.
No! I'm trying to put an end to it, just like you are.
You're its progeny, aren't you? Where is the monster hiding? It's still in England, isn't it?
I have no idea what you're talking about. Jeffrey, please listen to me.
No tricks. That shit won't work on me. We've found proof in the theater. Doris Fletcher was your first experiment. Now where is Marshall? Speak! So much for modern technology. Time for the tried and true. Do you know what this is, Beast? This is a drop of King Arthur's blood. The blood of a true defender of Britain. Stronger than your evil powers.
This is ridiculous. We're losing precious time.
True enough. Soon I'll bring your head before your coward of a father. Greenwood prevails!
Yeah. Hopefully it doesn't start me right back there, 'cause I think I'm gonna go. Yeah, can I go back up? I'll take my chances. I gotta beef my guy up. This could be a bad thing, but yeah, if you notice, Big Dog, you have that moderator sword now too. Just now. Alright. Have a good day, big dog. Thanks for stopping by, man. I don't have enough. I wonder if anything bad happened. The death of Aloysius Dawson, head of the Dawson Empire, occurred last night around 4 a.m. One of the manors found him in his bed this morning, bathed in his own blood. She immediately reported the incident to police. A number of Mr. Dalton's household staff are currently being interviewed, but a clear culprit has yet to be born in the city. Mr. Dawson has been a benevolent patron. Yeah, I don't feel like reading all that. Of course, everybody's sick in the district now. I've killed... Stop it, Diaz. I killed a guy who really deserved it. He, yeah, I killed... I'll show you in just a second, Anomaly. Let's see. Can I upgrade any of the weapons that might help me against this boss real quick? I don't think so. Okay. So, Anomaly, I killed... this guy. I honestly think he he deserved it. So, oh yeah, he was a real dirtbag. Everyone that's just coming in, welcome to Whirlpool Gaming. How are you today, Anomaly? Tired as usual? And yeah, I had the option, that guy I killed, I had the option to either embrace him and make him just embrace him and kill him, charm him and make him forget everything, or turn him, and that's what this guy wanted me to do, and I wouldn't do it. So, because he was a real dirtbag, and I didn't want to, and yeah, he was just a bad guy. I probably should have charmed him, but I wouldn't have got the XP for killing him, so I wanted the XP, so I was like, I'm gonna take the XP. Oh, I'm doing good, Zombie. How are you? Alright, let me make sure I got the right weapons equipped, because this guy's really, really tough. Oh boy. That's a F-13. It's been a good minute for me, but yeah, we'll play that eventually. Well, there's no time like the
Show
present.
some style. Fight like a man. Close your eyes! This is gonna hurt. I'll pin you down!
Oh shit. Gotta avoid that. Oh, and I wasted that. How'd I miss? Come on, Brad, stay out of the light.
Your poisonous bite is useless on me.
Oh damn, he does a lot of damage with that sword.
Come on, Reed. The blood of a true defender of this land will protect me. I know. It hurts, doesn't it?
Shit. Okay, time to switch weapons. I can only do it from a workbench. Okay, I didn't want to waste all my, in case I die, because I don't think you restart with them. What? Reload, damn it.
Your poisonous bite is useless on me. Show some style.
Damn it.
Fight like a man. Close your eyes. This is gonna hurt. If you're so innocent, I know. It hurts, doesn't it?
Where'd he go? Oh, that sunlight.
True light will cleanse you. I know. It hurts, doesn't it?
Oh, get away from me. No, come on.
Come on, Reed. Try something else.
Damn it.
True light will cleanse you. I'll pin you down. The blood of a true defender of this land will protect me. I know. It hurts, doesn't it? Show some style. Fight like a man. Prevails!
Damn it.
Close your eyes! This is gonna hurt. Come on, Reed. Try something else. I know! It hurts, doesn't it? Show some style. Fight like...
Damn it. Get off of me.
Close your eyes! This is gonna hurt. True light will cleanse you.
Oh god, oh god. What?
I know. It hurts, doesn't it?
Close your eyes. This is gonna hurt.
Oh, what the hell?
We are the guardian of justice. Priwen shall prevail.
You can't accept the fact we're not enemies, can you?
We always have been, and we always will be. Of all the evils that threaten mankind, your kind are the worst.
I'm not saying we could be friends, you and I. But perhaps we could collaborate to put an end to this epidemic.
Never! We are Priwen. We do not negotiate. We do not compromise.
There is no way you'll ever let me be, McCullum. You'll always hunt me down, won't you?
There is no escape, Leech. Kill me now. For there is no way you can sway me to your ideals.
That's where you're mistaken.
What do you mean?
I'll spare you, McCullum. I'll offer you the mercy you never offered me.
What is this ruse?
This is no ruse, McCullum. This is me letting you go. After all, you and I are both trying to save this poor country, in our own way.
I'll kill you, Reed. Next time we meet, I'll end you.
See? Progress already. You called me by my name. Until the next time. Goodbye, Hunter.
That was close. Alright everyone, I think I'm gonna end the stream for today. We got quite a bit accomplished. We defeated Doris and McCallum now. So we're getting closer. The next thing I'll be doing is trying to rescue Dr. Swansea. I know what I'm gonna do when I go to him because I think he's injured, and I think the best thing to do is turn him so you have an ally. I want to talk to you in party. Well, alright, how long are you gonna be on today, Mike? And, Thomas, I think you just came in. I don't know if you were trying to lurk or not. I apologize for calling you out. I am just getting ready to end the stream for today. Like I was saying earlier, we had a pretty good stream today. We accomplished everything we wanted to do. I defeated Doris, upgraded my character. I did kill someone, but he truly deserved it because he wanted to become a vampire and he was gonna do some really, really, really bad things as a vampire, so I had a choice to embrace him or kill him, and just the way he talked to me, it made me mad, so I killed him when I probably should have just embraced him. I probably would have got the same result. I would have got the XP, and, well, I wouldn't have got the XP, but I would have got the keys, but now I've got the Ascalon Club after me now, too, so... But everyone just coming in, yeah, I'm getting ready to end my stream for today. I might try to sneak in a stream tomorrow. I haven't decided yet, because, like I said, I'm starting to get close to the end of this game, and when I end this game, I'll start a new one, so people can watch me play that. I don't know what game it'll be yet. Thinking Deadpool, maybe? I do have it now. So I can either start a new playthrough of that, or just finish the one I have. But, like I said, everyone coming in, thank you for stopping by. It's time to end the stream, so, I would like to thank everyone who stopped in and donated bits and host and just everyone else. Thank you guys. It does mean a lot that you would take time out of your day to come watch me play this game. Let's see who's on. Alright, we're gonna raid Jopa Rights. I see your invite, Mike. I'll get to it in just a moment. He is a fellow Team Ponage member. He's playing the Call of Duty Black Ops 4 closed beta right now, so that could be really interesting to go see. Thank you to everyone. I hope everyone has a good weekend. Maybe we'll try to sneak in a broadcast tomorrow. But thanks to everyone, and have a good Friday.